Colleen reveals her merchandise is being marked down.
My boss, Stephanie, put all of my merch on sale for $10 an item. That's like 5 times cheaper than what I paid for each item.
The writer has come under fire for her initial support of Blake Lively. At the start of the Public It Ends With Us feud with Justin Baldoni. In her Instagram rant.
As you might remember, Justin Baldoni acquired the rights to her book, which he got greenlit and turned into a movie. The two of them had been friends and fawning over each other for years. Their email communications were included in his lawsuit against her and her husband. And despite their very long and close relationship, in December, Colleen Hoover publicly came out in support of Blake Lively. And then she got immense backlash from her very loyal fans. People who felt betrayed by Colleen Hoover and who think she picked the wrong side.
Everyone tends to want to talk about why this is such an important film and why it's so empowering, and I think that that is really important. But I think what's beautiful about this film is there is every color of human emotion in it. There's levity, there's joy, there's humor, there's hope, there's pain, there's tragedy, there's violence, there's trauma, there's sadness, there's exaltation, there's life, there's death, there is like the love, there's loss, there's just, I mean, really, like, it is a kaleidoscope of the human experience.
Hollywood, a world where alliances are forged, rivalries are born, and secrets are never truly buried. But what happens when those secrets spill out into the open? When the carefully curated facades crack and the truth comes crashing down?
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are fighting back against Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit, as they're now trying to have the case thrown out, calling it a vengeful attempt to silence Lively after she spoke out about alleged sexual harassment. With explosive accusations, legal drama, and California's Me Too protections in play, the high-stakes clash is more than a celebrity feud. It is a battle over accountability, free speech, and the law.
Today, we're diving into a story that has set social media ablaze. A feud that no one saw coming between Colleen Hoover, the queen of emotionally charged novels, and Blake Lively, Hollywood's golden girl.
By the end of the day today, I'm gonna be broke as shit. Thanks, Stephanie. You better be careful, because maybe TMZ was right. Maybe I am firing all my employees and retiring. Well, I can't retire now because now I'm going to be in the hole by 5 p.m.
Colleen then makes a statement directly to the public, saying,
even if you hate me, you should go buy a piece, because it's a very kind of bad thing. At least I have my Diet Pepsi. It's still going to be a great day because you guys get almost free merch. Congrats.
At first, their collaboration on It Ends With Us seemed like a dream come true, but behind the scenes, tensions brewed. And when they finally boiled over, it happened live on national television. What led to this shocking moment? What was said? And what does it mean for both their careers? Buckle up as we unravel the drama piece by piece.
And today, Dumois reported the following. Colleen Hoover, the best-selling author behind the controversial novel It Ends With Us, has taken a step back from the public eye amidst the ongoing legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Hoover has not only deactivated her I to the G account, but has also reportedly retired from writing, according to Dumois sources. She's so over it. It has fully ended. No more writing, no more books. Yes, It Ends With Us is one of many, and they are bestsellers. She must have enough money to retire and not want to deal with any more drama. It's gotten very toxic.
It Ends With Us drama does not stop because now allegedly Colleen Hoover is retiring from writing. So according to Dumois, it says Colleen Hoover has taken a step back from the public eye amidst the ongoing legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
To understand this mess, let's rewind a bit. Colleen Hoover is a literary powerhouse. With over 20 million books sold worldwide, her gripping novels, especially It Ends With Us and Verity, have built an obsessive fan base. Readers don't just love her books, they live and breathe them.
Disturbing new post by Colleen Hoover has left us all wondering if she's okay.
Maybe either a new rock bottom for me, or the best thing that's ever come out of my brain. Look at this. I poured Diet Pepsi into my ice cubes. I'll let you know how it goes. Really good. Do you think other people do this? You put water in our water. So I'll put wine in your wine. I guess you don't drink wine with ice cubes, though.
Blake Lively, on the other hand, is Hollywood royalty. From Gossip Girl to A Simple Favor, she's known for her charm, wit, and stunning screen presence. But here's where things get tricky.
So these are recent motions to dismiss, both by Blake Lively as well as Ryan Reynolds. So Justin Baldoni has not had an opportunity to respond yet, but it's kind of a shotgun approach of each and every allegation that Justin Baldoni has made up. They're kind of knocking down, saying the statute of limitations, which for defamation is 1 year, bars a lot of these allegations. They're saying that there's a California law which allows for individuals to come out and talk about sexual harassment and assault that protects her from defamation in these lawsuits, because she's not making them out of malice, but instead telling her allegations as she believes them to be. And she's asking that these lawsuits be dismissed with prejudice and not allowed to be amended. So she's saying, let's end it now, don't let them come back from it, and give me my fees and damages, which are asking for treble, so triple the amount of damages that she says that she deserves.
Back in 2022, Sony announced that It Ends With Us was getting a film adaptation. Blake Lively was cast as Lily Bloom, the protagonist of Hoover's deeply personal novel. Fans had mixed reactions. Some were thrilled, but others not so much. Colleen Hoover had stayed quiet about the casting choice. That is, until now.
Blake Lively did not unfollow Colleen Hoover. Neither did Ryan Reynolds. There's been discourse on the forums, on IG, on here. You cannot search for Colleen in their following list, because if you do, she will not pop up. However, the way I figured it out is I started following Colleen so that way it'd be easier to see her on a list of like 500 people. She is still followed by Blake and by Ryan Reynolds. I think this may happen once you like reactivate an account, because I remember when I was covering something else, and this is just giving me deja vu, and it was like someone who reactivated their account but I couldn't see them on a following list if I searched for them, that is. Anywho, there's lots of theories as to why she reactivated the account just like 2 weeks after deactivating it. Do we think she reactivated just temporarily to delete some posts and go through her IG? Or maybe that's why she did it, but she's still going to keep it up now that she deleted the post that she had to delete. I'm really wondering if they delete any incriminating DMs or messages, would the attorneys be able to know that data? Like, is there a way of getting that? I have no idea if there's any lawyers out there and who want to answer these questions, because I can only imagine that they're probably deleting messages. But then again, like anything digital, I feel like there's a way to get it or see if it was deleted. Anyways, just want to let everyone know they're all still following each other. There's no bad blood between them. Well, not yet.
Colleen Hoover is officially in hiding. Blake Lively is trying to rally every celebrity and person of influence she can to prepare for this killer lawsuit Justin Baldoni has brought against her. Colleen Hoover has started to delete all of her accounts, private them, where we can no longer see them, comment them, or anything, as people try to hold Colleen accountable for her having a friendship with Baldoni for years, him being the only person willing to push for her book to turn it into a movie, and then she jumped ship to go to Blake Lively's side. And when I went to search for Colleen Hoover on TikTok, there are now all of these things about Barnes & Noble now getting rid of all of her books. And if that's not enough, readers are sharing videos where they're going to bookstores and all of Colleen Hoover's books have been turned around where you can't see the title or author name.
The moment that set the internet on fire happened during a live interview on Good Morning America. Colleen and Blake were there to promote It Ends With Us, and at first everything seemed normal. The hosts asked about the movie, the characters, and what fans could expect. But then the question came. Colleen, how do you feel about Blake's portrayal of Lily? Instead of the usual PR-friendly answer, Colleen hesitated, and then she dropped the bombshell. She said, I have to be honest, I'm not sure Blake understands the depth of this character.
It is a kaleidoscope of the human experience, and not just the female experience. Like, yes, this is Lily's story and this this is her journey. But the men's characters in this movie are incredibly powerful, dynamic characters. My mother, you know, you don't see her as much, but you really feel who she is and her journey. Young Lily, you really understand her. And so current Lily, my Lily has her own beginning, middle, and end, and young Lily has her own beginning, middle, and end. And then you overlay those two and you see this bigger, more beautiful arc. And Alyssa, played by Jenny Slate, you just like what female friendships mean, what somebody who like shows up for you means. And it just really is, it's a movie that I think can capture any age, any gender.
The air went dead silent. Blake, visibly caught off guard, forced a polite laugh. But Colleen wasn't done. Lily isn't just a role. She's a reflection of real trauma, real pain. From what I've seen, Blake's interpretation is superficial. Blake's expression changed. The room was frozen. Even the host struggled to cut in. Colleen doubled down. This story isn't just entertainment. It's personal, and I won't stand by and watch it be turned into something shallow. The tension was palpable. Within minutes, clips of Colleen's brutal honesty flooded TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Hoover v's Lively started trending.
I'll do anything not to drink coffee. It tastes just like every other Diet Pepsi I've ever had. But I guess the kicker is, in 2 hours, when this ice starts to melt, will it be the best thing I've ever had?
This is definitely giving altered state of mind, whether it be medicinal or not. However, whenever Colleen Hoover found out that we were talking about how disturbing this footage was, this was her response. The response to No Filter with Zach was that they must be new here. Me making ice cubes out of Diet Pepsi is one of the least disturbing things I've done here. Completely oblivious to the fact that this has nothing to do with the ice cubes. Colleen, separate yourself from these ice cubes. We're worried about your mental state. Now, maybe she's just gardened too hard for the day. However, this was posted at 8 o'clock this morning. Basically, she got up, got dressed, made this video is what it would seem like out of like a normal weekday morning. And this is how she's already acting: slurred, delays speech. And then whenever she posts a follow-up talking about that we should all buy her merch because it's on sale right now, she already seems to be a little bit more with it. Maybe the Pepsi was helping. Maybe that's why she needs Pepsi in the morning instead of coffee.
Was this a passionate author defending her work, or an unnecessary public takedown of an actress trying her best? Since the incident, Hollywood insiders have come forward with shocking details.
Everyone has wondered why Blake Lively hasn't lost followers over on IG during this entire situation and mess. I think I figured out why. I think I have allegedly proof of why, along with some other very big name people. I think this could potentially show that Blake Lively is purchasing people to come to her account and follow her. Doing that in a way that I won't get in trouble. You show you the proof I have and why I think that. Here's the thing, Blake Lively has stayed at 45 million followers this entire time, not up and not down. Now, if you go to Blake Lively's IG and go to her followers and refresh, you will see a lot of new accounts pop up, and all of them are following the same type of people. They all have 5 people they're following, and they're following the same people, including Blake Lively. Now, almost all of these new accounts are following exactly 5 people, and their account says new. Following 5 people, account is new. Following 5 people, account is new. But here's the kicker. They're all also following these same people. Go look for yourself. You don't have to believe me. Almost all of them are following Mr. Beast, Girl Boss, Barcelona, and this Arthur guy. That's why her follower count's not going down.
Sources claim that Colleen and Blake have been clashing for months behind the scenes. The biggest issue? Creative differences. Colleen wanted the film to stay raw and emotional, while Blake, as both the lead actress and executive producer, reportedly pushed for a polished commercial version.
So as people call Colleen Hoover out for all of the questionable things she has done over the years, this is what people are left asking.
Because we have questions, Colleen. What did Blake and Ryan promise you to get you to jump ship so quickly? And how's that working out for you?
And as everyone continues to hold Colleen Hoover accountable, even though she's literally disappearing, it's leaving everyone with only one thought.
Don't run away, Colleen, because remember, you stand with women, unless those women are accusing your son.
It ends with us author Colleen Hoover is back on the IG. Earlier, I did not see that Colleen Hoover was following Blake Lively anymore. And I also noticed that Colleen Hoover had deleted all of her posts that featured her alongside the up-and-coming wardrobe stylist. Well, she made a lot of changes to her IG today. According to the numbers, she previously had 5,697 posts, and now she has 5,665, meaning that she deleted 32 posts, including all of the ones with the plantation princess.
One source told Variety, Colleen fought for authenticity. Blake wanted a more Hollywood-style approach. They just didn't see eye to eye. Another rumor, Colleen never wanted Blake in the first place. Insiders claim Hoover had her heart set on another actress, like Sadie Sink or Florence Pugh, someone younger and with a different emotional depth. But Sony pushed for Blake, betting on her star power, and that, according to sources, never sat right with Colleen.
We talked about how she deleted her Instagram on the First Degree podcast last week. Now she has reportedly retired from writing and let go her entire team. So then it goes on to say that Hoover initially showed support for Lively on Instagram, we all saw that, but has since remained silent as the legal battle escalates. Her decision to deactivate her Instagram and withdraw from the public eye suggests a desire to distance herself from the controversy. I mean, shit. This is close to Hoover revealed that she's also allegedly retired from writing, a surprising move considering her recent foray into the film industry. Obviously, I think that they're doing It Ends With Us, like, part 2 or whatever. Not anymore. She reportedly let go of her entire team, signaling a significant shift in her career and public image. Obviously, this is saying something without actually saying something.
Perhaps the biggest shocker? Reports suggest there was a major fight on set, one that ended with Colleen storming out. A crew member allegedly overheard Colleen saying, "If you change Lily's story, you're changing my story, and I won't allow that."
Justin Baldoni is all about love and peace, but his defenders have been pretty rabid all over social media. That's just how fans are. Remember Johnny Depp's defenders? Woo! And not only has she retired, according to Dumois, they also report, quote, she has also reportedly let go of her entire team, signaling a significant shift in her career and public image. Her team is most likely a literary agent and an entertainment lawyer, and perhaps even a publicist or more people on her team. All done.
Okay, so this is just one of the many lawsuits between these people. This is the Blake Lively versus Wayfarer Studios, and they have consolidated some of the plaintiffs, but I mean, look at all of this. Okay, look, this today, sitting here, it is Friday, March 21st. Look at all the things that were just yesterday were filed. A motion to dismiss was filed by Blake Lively. In and of itself, you know, that's headlines and people are going, oh my God, Blake Lively, motion to dismiss. Then her memo of law, which was like over 100 pages, if I remember correctly. I don't exactly remember, actually. Don't even quote me on the pages, like a lot of pages, okay? Then declaration of the lawyer on the behalf of Blake Lively's motion to dismiss.
As expected, Hollywood A-listers did not stay quiet. Shortly after the incident, Taylor Swift, one of Blake's closest friends, liked a tweet that read, "Blake is too classy to respond to negativity. Some people just want attention." Fans immediately took this as a dig at Colleen Hoover. Emily Blunt, who has worked on book-to-film adaptations like The Girl on the Train, defended Blake. "People underestimate actors. We do our homework. Give Blake a chance."
Baldoni's attorney has called Lively's allegations, quote, completely false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
Since Lively's filing, Baldoni has been dropped by his talent agency, his podcast co-host left the show, and a women's organization just rescinded an award they had given him.
As your best friend, Lily, if you take him back, I will never speak to you again.
Now Jenny Slate, who plays Lively's best friend and Baldoni's sister in the film, is speaking out in support of Lively, saying, "I commend my friend, I admire her bravery, and I stand by her side." And Slate is just the latest cast member to publicly support Lively. Her co-star Brandon Sklar also shared Lively's complaint on Instagram, urging followers to read it and tagged her with the heart emoji. As for Lively's complaint, that's now with the California Civil Rights Department. It could take months to make it to court, so we could be reporting on this one for quite a while.
Wow. Meanwhile, horror legend Stephen King, who has often criticized Hollywood for butchering books, shows support for Colleen and tweeted, "Authors should always have a voice in adaptations. Otherwise, what's the point?"
This morning, a new lawsuit filed against It Ends With Us director and lead actor Justin Baldoni.
Come on.
What?
What are you doing?
Baldoni's former publicist, Stephanie Jones, is suing the actor and his Crisis PR team for alleged breach of contract and defamation. The suit accuses the Crisis team, including Jones's former employee, of scheming to bury and destroy co-star Blake Lively to protect Baldoni, and then blame Jones for the smear campaign. The suit also alleges Jones discovered the scheme via text messages and other communications on that former employee's company phone.
Social media is torn in half. On one side, Team Colleen says she's just protecting her work. Hollywood always waters things down. Blake was the wrong choice from the start. Colleen is right to speak up. And on the other side, Team Blake says this was unprofessional. If Colleen had issues, she should have handled them privately. Blake is a phenomenal actress. Give her a chance. Even major book influencers and TikTok creators are debating this feud.
Colleen Hoover is back on the IG, is at this very moment in time still following Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, but she is not following Justin Baldoni. And that's not the end of it. There is a theory for why Hoover deleted her posts with the uncredited director of It Ends With Us. And it has nothing to do with her now supporting Justin Baldoni, because she's not. Theory is she just deleted those photos because even though her comments on IG are limited, she didn't want people commenting on them, the posts, even her fans, some of who feel very upset and betrayed by her.
This morning, the court held a Zoom hearing on the protective order of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal battle. Currently, there is a model protective order, but Blake Lively's side filed new documents trying to get an AEO, which is an attorney's eyes only protective order. If an AEO provision is granted, it will limit access to certain sensitive information so that only the attorneys involved in the case will be able to see it. So that means not only will the public not have access to it, but also parties involved in the case will not have access to it. Luckily, I was able to hear both sides argue this morning, and I have to say Blake Lively's team sounded pretty weak in my opinion.
So where do we go from here? Will Colleen and Blake bury the hatchet and make this movie a success? Or will the drama completely derail the project? Sony has yet to make an official statement, but insiders say there's pressure to smooth things over fast.
As you can see here, Sony is also listed, but they were actually a distributor of the film. They may have helped to finance it as well in some way. But yeah, so this is Justin Baldoni. Now, the dispute really arises between, persons, even though there's companies involved. Really, they're all kind of the most mad at this guy right here, Justin Baldoni. It could stem from many number of reasons. Some people speculate that it's because Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively's husband, is jealous of Justin Baldoni. Some people said it's because maybe Blake Lively actually started to have some type of feeling.
The real question is, can Hollywood and authors ever truly collaborate without chaos? What do you think? Was Colleen justified, or did she go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives, because in Hollywood, the drama never sleeps. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned.